Hey, welcome back to Fire and Water Cooking. I am Darren, of course, and today I'm going to do a nice reverse sear cook. And I'm going to use a couple new products. I'm going to use the Typhur Sync, the dual probe wireless thermometer. We're going to smoke it up on the Kamado Joe Classic 3. And then we're going to use to sear it up the new Kamado Joe carbon steel griddle. They've had a cast iron griddle out for a while, Half Moon. This is a full griddle, but it's carbon steel. We're going to try this out, guys. I just picked this up. I'm going to try it out on my Kamado Joe 3, see how it works. We'll sear it up with this. So I'll be right back, show you what we're going to do with these big, huge, thick ribeye steaks. I'll be back.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
Like I said, guys, we're going to do a reverse sear, which just means we're going to slowly smoke these up to temp for a little bit, and then we're going to sear them up. We're going to get the fire going really hot, put the carbon steel griddle on there, and that's what we're going to sear it on today. So first of all, I got two of these. Like I said, these are big, thick ribeye, cowboy ribeye steaks with the bone in that I recently did a video on showing cutting these up. So that's what we're going to do today. One of these I want to get a little bit more done than the others because my wife likes hers more, a little on the medium to medium wellish side. So I got a smaller one here. I think that's what I'm going to do with that one. I'm going to put it on a little sooner than my thick one here. So we're going to let that cook just a little bit longer. The Typhur Sync here has two probes, so that's going to allow me to probe both of these. And I'm going to make sure this gets up a little bit hotter than my big thick one that I want more medium rare. So I want this one to be finish right about 134, 135. This one closer to 140. So that's what we're going to do with that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get these out of the vacuum pack. We're going to get the fire going, get the sinks in there, and get it smoking. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got my grill gun here. That's what we're going to use to get this fire going. I got my bottom vent open all the way. Got my hardwood lump in there. I'm going to get this going pretty good because I want this to start cooking pretty soon. I don't want to have to wait for 45 minutes to an hour to get the fire up. So I'm going to put this up pretty high. All right, guys, less than 2 minutes. That thing is blazing. So I actually got it started right in the middle, and I'm going to put my smoking wood around the sides here because I don't want it to burn all out, because we are going to be doing a little bit of a low and slow here to start. And I try to pick all the bark out. I don't like smoking with bark. So just make sure you get pieces that are don't have bark on them. I got a bunch of these because I just want them to be scattered around here and have smoke all around. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to let this get up to temp a little bit. I'm going to put my heat deflectors on because we are going to be kind of smoking this low and slow until it gets up to temp that we want to sear it at. So put those on. Put the grates on. I'll go ahead and let this get up to temp a little bit. Open up my top vent all the way till it gets right up to around 250, 275. And then we'll put the meat on. All right, guys, so here is our Kamado Joe carbon steel griddle. And like I said, this one is for the classic size. It'll fit on all the classic sizes. The Big Joe, there's one for the Big Joe. Of course, it's a little bit bigger. This is an 18-inch. The Big Joe's 24, but kind of sturdy here. It's not light. It is probably lighter than the cast iron, one, but it's still very heavy. It does look like it's kind of coated here for non-stick. I don't really know what kind of non-stick's on it. It's probably on the box. I'll probably take a look at it and let you know a little bit later. But it does have a little grease drain right here. And you can either have that face towards the front or towards the back. I'll probably have it towards the back, giving me this space here up front to use as the griddle. But whichever is more convenient for you, if you'd rather have your grease drain towards the back or towards the front, where you can push it, it's all going to be up to you which way ever you face this. You can even have it to the side if you wanted to, I guess. But I'm going to probably have it facing towards the back, have me facing it this way to cook with. That's the bottom. It's pretty thick, so hopefully it's going to hold the heat just as well as the cast iron would, or even the not quite as good as the soapstone would. But this is going to be a lot easier to move around, a lot less maintenance, of course, than cast iron. You don't have to worry about rust, and you don't have to worry about it breaking like you do with the soapstones. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to go get this washed up a little bit, set it off to the side. We'll see it again when I'm going to sear. My temperature's probably coming right up on the Classic 3 to be able to put the first big old cowboy steak on. I'll be right back. All right, guys, the Kamado Joe is up to about 250, so I'm going to put my first cowboy steak on. This is the one that I want medium to medium well for my wife, so we're going to stick that on now. I'll be back when we're putting the other one on. See you in a few. All right, guys, per the Typhur Sync here, it is, first one is up to just over 100 degrees, so let's get the second one on. All right, guys, so it's time to put my other steak on here and let that get up to 100 degrees as well. Forgot to mention, guys, I did use the Fire and Water Cooking all-purpose black garlic seasoning to season these steaks up before I even froze them. So that's what was in the bag, so that's what was on the steak. So check it out below, Fire and Water Cooking, Edible Creations, all-purpose black garlic seasoning. I'll see you back in a few. All right, all. So my Typhur's telling me the internal temp of my wife's steak is right at the 150, 140 mark. So look at that. It's got some nice smoke to it. I'm going to go ahead and put that off to the side while I turn over my thicker steak here. It's right about 90 degrees, so I'm going to wait till it gets closer to just over the 100 degree mark, like maybe 110, and then we'll take that off, get the fire going for the sear. I'll be back. All right, guys, so my steak is now ready. We're going to go ahead and take all the guts out here. Take the grates off, take the heat deflectors out, and then we're going to crank up the heat, open up the bottom vent all the way, and then we're going to open up the top vent all the way as well to get this as hot as possible so we can sear it up. Try to get it up past 700 degrees. It should only take it about 5 or 10 minutes at the most, since it's already pretty hot. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up now so we can take a look. See how that's looking and what the infrared. Woo! Look at that. Smoking, getting all that oil off of there. So it's over 700 degrees per the infrared. So that's pretty dadgum hot. So I'm going to kick that back just a little bit on the bottom vent. Put a little bit more of that on there. Hopefully it doesn't catch on fire. Put some on the steaks. On this side, we're going to put this thing right on. Look at that. Hear that sear. Put a little oil on the other side. That's that oil smoking, guys. Woo! Pretty smoky. Alright guys, I'm going to get these off here in a second and we're going to taste them. I'll be back. Alright guys, check this out. My goodness. So we used the Kamado Joe Classic Karbon, Kamado Joe Classic. We use the Kamado Joe. We use the Kamado Joe Classic Karbon Griddle. Worked really well, guys. Heated up real quick. So here's my more medium to medium well. Here's my medium rare-ish. Check out the sear that I put on there. Overall, great crispy sear. Like I said, we got that thing up over 750 degrees. Typhur worked really well, both of these. So now the piece de resistance, we're going to go ahead and cut them open just to kind of show you how they turned out. Here's my medium well to medium. Check that out, guys. That is medium. Awesome. Reverse sear. We're going to do the medium rare now. Check out the medium rare. That's perfect. Perfect medium rare, guys. Check them out. Gonna have to get a picture of that one. Awesome. This one probably could have went a little bit longer. For my wife anyway. A lot of people would scream at that one, but not me or my wife. But remember, these are big old thick ribeyes. Alright, I guess I'll have to take a taste, guys. Let me get a slice of this one right here. Very good medium. Awesome, juicy. Really nice crust on that one. Medium rare. Yeah. That's the stuff, guys. I don't even want to stop eating it. Check it out, guys. These really thick ribeyes. Cowboy Cut Ribeyes. Check out the Kamado Joe Classic Karbon Griddle. Check out the Typhur Sync wireless thermometer. Works super, super well. Never lost a signal. Never overheated. Never had any errors. Read the whole entire time. Super easy to hook up. Go eat these up. Thanks for watching, guys. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Check out Fire and Water Cooking, Edible Creations, Seasonings and Sauces down below, and I'll see you on the next one.